Listen up, man. It's time to face some harsh realities about the habits that are messing up your life. If you don't want to step up and fix these habits, well, you are not going to make it very far in life. You might be offended or hurt by what I'm about to say, but I couldn't care less. I'm not here to mother you. I'm here to help men who want to become better, to improve. So brace yourself and be ready to learn what it really takes to be a successful man of this world. There are six bad habits that are messing up man's life, and if you watch to the end of this video, I will tell you how to overcome them. The first two we're going to couple together, and that is social media and porn. If you are wondering why I'm coupling them together, it's because they're pretty similar. Social media is basically soft-core porn these days. You go on Instagram, you see ass. You go on TikTok, you see ass. You go on Twitter, you see literal fucking porn. It's disgusting, man. I fucking hate what the modern world has come to. I hate how so many men these days are so consumed in modern technology, and it's so hard to pull a man out of that addiction. When you overindulge in social media, which is really easy to do because they are made to put you in a state where you can't even remember your duties and how much time you spent on the app, that's the first effect of social media, which is the amount of time you lose. But what it does to the rest of your life and your perception of the world, especially how sexualized they both are. Think about what happens to your brain when you look at these naked women. Since modern technology has only been out for like 10, 20 years, our brain has not adapted to it yet. So when you're watching porn and naked women, most of your brain thinks it's real. Obviously, the most advanced part knows that you are a loser and you get no bitches, but your brain thinks that you have no woman, that you have so many women that are ready to have sex with you. And when you nut, your brain really thinks it reached the primary goal of life, to have sex and ejaculate. So after that is accomplished, your brain thinks that you only need to rest and feel lethargic. No need to work, no need to be productive or go to the gym, because why would you when you achieve the height of male life? So when you go on porn and social media, your brain thinks you're like some like ultimate fucking legend. And because of that, it strips you of your motivation to go and do the things that will actually build you up to be the kind of man that attracts women. The third habit is video games. I know a bunch of nerds are gonna mad and say like that video games help with stress and like shit, but shut the fuck up. The reason you play video games is because it is an easy virtual way to get the thing that you want. You don't care about leveling up in Fortnite. You cared about climbing the ranks of men around us and obtaining respect and status. And that's why video games are so harmful. They manipulate man's core desires and make you invest into the game. Because, like I said, it's an easy way to get high status than the real world. Because there isn't any discomfort. And after spending so much time investing into video games, you don't want to stop because you're such a loser compared to your video game self. The higher you are in the virtual world, the more of a loser you are in the real world. The next thing keeping men weak is poor sleep. Sleep is so important, but the majority of men aren't even getting enough of it. Everybody knows that 8 hours of sleep is enough, right? But what everybody even me, fail to realize is that the time spent in bed is not the same as the hours of sleep you get. The amount of efficient sleep you get is the actual amount of hours you get. And I learned this from Hamza. But a good sleep efficiency is 80% for a healthy person. So if you actually want 8 hours of bed, you need to be in bed for like 10 hours. To wake up at 6 a.m., you need to be in bed by 8 p.m. Nobody is doing that shit. The fifth habit keeping men weak is a poor modern diet. I don't really need to spend too much time on this shit because it's just common sense. But if you're constantly eating processed sugar foods, you will feel like shit. So how do you change your diet? I want you to pick only one meal out of your day and make that meal like this. 50% of your plate as vegetables, 25% of your plate with a healthy carb like potatoes or rice, and 25% of your plate with a lean protein like beef or chicken. And the final habit keeping you weak is being too emotional. Society convinces you that you need to be in touch with your emotions and to show your feminine side. That males should be weak. If you want to be weak, if you don't want respect from others, if you don't want girls, follow that shitty advice. But don't think I'm talking to somebody else. I'm talking directly to you. You're probably an emotional man. You have been brainwashed since birth to be emotional. That makes you weak. If you cannot control your emotions as a man, you are weak. You must look into stoicism and meditation and journaling. If you allow your emotions to control your actions, you will live a shitty ass life. Nobody will respect you. No woman would be attracted to you. You must put a leash on your emotions. You will still feel anger and procrastination, but you will not allow them to control you. So how can you reverse these habits? You probably tried to fix all of these, to go on NoFap, to quit video games, to delete social media, and a dopamine detox. The reason why is because the habits in the video are not problems. They are symptoms of the massive problem, poor mental health. I know you wanted an easy, quick fix, but this is the truth. Instead of trying to fix these habits, which is like fixing a stuffy nose when you have a cold, fix your mental health, and these problems will slowly start to disappear with ease. Focus on mental health first, and all these problems will take care of themselves. And I made you a full guide to improving your mental health, which I definitely recommend watching. I put the link in my description.